Hi Pisces rising, suns and moons. This is your monthly prediction video for March 2026. And are you ready for a very crazy month? Because there are so many things happening in your sign and in the sign opposite to your sign. So let's start with Mars ingressing into Pisces on the 2nd of March, and looks like you will be very active physically. You will have more energy. You will maybe do sports, or you will go on a hike, or I don't know, skiing maybe, if there's snow left anywhere. And yeah, you will be more active and proactive and take more of a leadership role wherever you go. Then we have lunar eclipse on the 3rd, and it's happening in Virgo in the 7th house. So looks like you're letting go of some idea, of some thought, of some maybe person. And obviously 7th house is partnerships, like serious partnerships, like a relationship, love relationship, or business partnership. Looks like you have to let go of something, and it can be a little bit difficult in the beginning because you were very much invested and very emotionally involved in that. But now after the lunar eclipse, you have to let go of that idea a little bit, because it's not serving you in the future, because there's something better. Maybe it's even like a dynamic in your connection with your partner. You just have to change some things because the old ways do not work anymore. Okay, the next one is sorry, Venus conjunct Saturn and Neptune on the 6th in your 2nd house. You probably already felt like you really need to work hard for money, or you will get to feel it in the coming months and years. And on the 6th, Venus is like a blessing for you, because you can receive a bonus. Actually, you can receive a small raise. It's possible, but the raise doesn't come from Venus, obviously, because it's just too weak of an influence. There have to be other things indicating it, but it shows a blessing regarding your finances. So it can be minor for now, but also it can actually be opportunity, or maybe interview, if you don't have a job. So you might actually go to the interview on the 6th or on the 7th, if that's not a weekend. Okay. The next one is Jupiter in Cancer direct on the 11th in the 5th house. You actually can get pregnant. It's the most probable scenario of all. Joy with your children, and some situation gaining more momentum regarding your child. So situation that becomes positive after a period of some stagnation. It doesn't have to be something like huge, like, oh, I couldn't see my child for 2 years. I mean, obviously it can be that, but with Jupiter in the 5th, you already had a positive influence. So Jupiter moving direct is this small influence that makes you a little bit more happy about the children situation. So it's like a small blessing, you could say, just like Venus was. Okay, the next one is Mercury conjunct Mars on the 14th and in the first house. I recommend not risking too much with physical activities on the 14th, because on that day plans might not go the way you planned. And also, if you, let's say you drive a car and you like speed, so I do not recommend risking in any way with speed and logistics, like in general, like cars and any other transportation, anything that moves and drives. Yeah, or I should say anything that moves, because the boat doesn't drive anyway. Yeah, good time to be more careful. And also logistics, that means like tickets, like plane tickets. So it's wise to just review everything and make sure that everything is set in place and everything is like you prepare for whatever you have to do. Okay, the next one is new moon in Pisces on the 19th in the first house. New look, new situation with your health. It can actually be a new haircut, new clothes, and new perspective on something. It can be like new outlook on life. But it's not going to be something big unless it's right on your ascendant, or right on your sun, or on your moon. I wonder like which degree that should be. New moon in Pisces, I'm not sure. Yeah, it should be around the it should be, I think it should be like the last degree of Pisces. So like if you're Pisces born in the last days, like 18th or 19th, if your sun is around 28th or 29th degree, it really affects you, and there's this huge new beginning. It's a huge new beginning. I mean, not very huge, not like solar eclipse or lunar eclipse, but it's still big. Mercury direct on the 19th or 20th in the first house. So something that was in your life this month and was not going right and was stuck, and some communication with someone, or some maybe logistics even, finally that is completely resolved, and you get your answers and you get a fix to the situation. You no longer have to worry, and it's like finally gaining peace, and also not being doubtful, because I think in the first house, since it's Mercury, you might actually have some thoughts and ideas about something that were very uncommon for you, and now after the 20th you come back to your real self and you have the same ideas that you had before, and even like adjusted and fixed ideas, because now you see why you shouldn't have done that while the Mercury was retrograde. Okay, the next is Sun in Aries on the 20th in the second house, so the money matters are highlighted. Another interview perhaps, or maybe discussing your finances with your boss around the 20th, could be 21st. And then Venus in Taurus on the 30th, and that's in your third house. So some minor, not very important, I mean, it can be important, it can be, but could be some minor pleasant news or communication with someone. Or maybe you decide to have a dating app profile. Maybe you decide to get yourself out there on social media, or maybe uploading something interesting on social media, or maybe receiving an email to your inbox I mean, obviously to the inbox, where else you could receive an email. And that email says something, maybe, I don't know, regarding your job situation, something positive maybe. Or it can be someone from, like, it can be an ex even, or not necessarily an ex, but I think nobody texts over emails these days. So only exes reach out on emails if everything else is blocked. Anyway, I think that's about it. And if you want a reading with me, you can find the link down below in the description. And see you next time in April.